Good morning, everybody. I'm Coach Tom. Welcome to my channel, Creating Your New Reality. I'm a self-actualization coach. What that means is that I help people cultivate, develop, and then express their true authentic selves in the areas of their self-development, their careers, and their relationships. Are you ready? Let's go. Today, I wanted to talk about something that has been on my mind a lot lately. I just see a lot of issues in this area with people, and sometimes I fall victim to it myself. And it's a really simple life hack, and pretty much the title of today's topic is Use Your Words. Okay, write that down. Use your words. A lot of times what we do, we think we're very good at communicating, and we think we're very good at using our words. But what we end up really doing is just using our ways to inflict our opinions on each other, or we inflict our emotions on each other. We take things out on people that we supposedly care about, or better yet, we take our stuff out on perfect strangers and make them responsible for our feelings, and we end up really turning our social media accounts into basically a steaming pile of sewage, okay? That's not a good use of our time. It's not a good use of our communication skills. It's not a good use of anything, really. It is a gigantic waste of time, almost like watching televised sports, okay? But that's a completely other video. What I want you to think about is how your words create your reality, okay? You're in your reality, let's say. You're in your world, and you notice that your needs aren't being met. You're not happy about a certain thing. You're not happy about how certain people treat you, all these things, but you don't say anything about it. You just sit there quietly stew. You might marinate your feelings in alcohol. You might be very just silent and quiet and binge eat, or stuff all your emotions down, or just binge watch Netflix for 2 days straight because you don't know how to ask for something. So I'm going to tell you, you need to do the heavy lifting and figure out what it is that you need from people and what you want from them. And you have to talk to them, okay? You have to sit down with them and say, look, what you said to me really hurt my feelings because, or you could even ask, hey, you said this, did you really mean X? Or, you know what, you can't be a part of my reality anymore because of X, Y, and Z, and I'm not in the space that I can really forgive you right now. That's a thing, all right? I'm not saying that we all need to be like Jesus and just completely forgive and forget, because we're human, okay? Just because we forgive somebody, that doesn't mean that we have to maintain a relationship with them. You can certainly pray for somebody across a room, or in another zip code, or in another time zone. You can love them from a distance if that's what you need to do to keep yourself safe. It's totally fine. But what you have to do is you have to speak. You have to tell the other party what you're upset about, because that's the only way you'll ever get free. And that's the only way that if you have a relationship with somebody, and let's say it's a good relationship, it's the only way that you're going to make sure that you get what you need is by verbalizing and asking. And you always want to work on how you verbalize things. You don't want to be passive aggressive about it. You don't want to manipulate and try to push people into a certain outcome. What you need to do is think of healthy ways to speak and ask and be honest. Come from a place of being forthright and honest. If you need things for your own mental health, don't be afraid to say, look, I suffer from this, I suffer from that, I'm triggered here, I'm triggered there. Go get the help you need. That's the other part of it. You know, tell people that are close to you what's going on. The other aspect of what you need to do is go get the help you need. There are resources out there, okay? You can't keep lashing out at people. There are people that manage the same things you have going on. They either do it with medication, meditation. They find a way to cope so it doesn't cripple them and kill their relationships, okay? After a while, some of the things that you go through become a flat-out choice because of how you're handling it, okay? If you handle every bad thing that happens, hopping on the unicycle of craziness, and you're just going over the same old ground again, eventually that becomes your fault. Eventually that becomes something that you need to take ownership of. Okay, you have to look at, okay, this is how I've handled this in the past, and I'm not getting anywhere with this. I keep generating the same outcomes. Why is that? Okay, and generally it's because you're not paying attention to how you talk to yourself, or you're not paying attention to how you talk to other people. So you need to arrest that, sit them down, and again, when you get it hashed out, move on. Develop new methods of communicating, new methods of being, new methods of relating to the world around yourself, and stick to that. Always look at ascending. Don't all of a sudden think, I'm going to do all these great new things, and then the next day wake up and fall right back into your patterns again. And that's where we usually fail, because it's easy. Okay, we as humans, we like taking the easy way out. We like to soothe ourselves with our negative self-talk, our negative emotions, all these things. Oh, I'm going through all this woe. And then we hang out with all of our friends that reinforce that nastiness, okay? And all you've got is a hen party going on where you're just clucking at each other like this, making each other more and more miserable. And you know what? Where your life sucks, why your life sucks, eventually it becomes your fault. Okay, it becomes my fault. Okay, I'm guilty of it too. I've done it a lot in my life. So I work on new ways of coping, new ways of being. I'm not interested in plowing up old ground. I'm not interested in digging up the bones that I buried. Okay, they are to the four winds, the four directions. Hopefully, all those old bones and all those old things are going to grow and sprout into trees and be new things. Okay, for the universe, for me, all these things. That old man, the Bible talks a lot about leaving the old man behind. All your spiritual teachers in one form or another talk about killing the old man or the old woman, all these things, leaving them behind. All that crap only works if you actually leave behind your old ways. If you don't leave behind your old ways, well, guess what? You're just going to get more of what you've always gotten. So you got to watch that. So again, circling back, what I'm talking about today is using your words, communicating. If you need help, ask. If you need somebody to treat you differently, ask. Tell them, communicate. Say, you know what, brother? I love you. You're very important to me. But when you act this way, you wear me out. Can we do something different? Okay, nobody's going to take away your birthday or perceive you as weak for asking these things. And if they do perceive you as weak, if you do get laughed at, well, you know what? They just identified themselves as somebody you don't need anymore. Okay, that's really the main thing. Sometimes you just have to let people treat you as they will, but you also have to take that responsibility and ask them how to treat you. You have to teach people how to treat you. And if you come at them in good faith and come to them in good faith with your hands open and say, I need this from you, okay, and you get whacked in the mouth, well, then you know what? Then you know what to do, and you just cut them off, pretend they're dead, and walk away. You're allowed to do that, okay? It's, you tried, but the important thing is that you tried. So that's what I've got this morning, people. I love you guys very much. Don't forget, use your words, communicate at all times, be open and be honest. I love you guys very much. I want you to be self-actualized. I want you to be blessed, but mostly I want you to be yourselves. Y'all have a great day. I love you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.